You're ready to read Birdfoot's Grandpa to make inferences. Review the information on your screen before you begin.
So remember that an inference is a conclusion that is made based on evidence in the text. Text evidence may be clearly stated or only suggested. Types of figurative language are metaphors, similes, personification, and hyperbole. And then the details in the text help the readers make inferences. So we're going to highlight examples of figurative language in the poem. Use sticky notes to write inferences about what the figurative language means. Here's the poem. The old man must have stopped our car 24 times to climb out and gather into his hands a small toad, blinded by our lights and leaping live drops of rain. The rain was falling, a mist about his white hair, and I kept saying, "You can't save them all. Accept it and get back in. We've got places to go." But leathery hands full of wet brown life, knee-deep in the summer roadside grass, he just smiled and said, "They have places to go, too." Why does the narrator want the old man to get back in the car? So he's cold from the rain. He does not like being outside in the dark. He has places to get to, or he doesn't like toads. What do you think? So make an inference about the narrator.
What can readers infer about the narrator's personality?
Rain was falling, a mist was about his white hair, and I kept saying, "You can't save them all. Accept it. Get back in. We've got places to go." So do you think that the person reading this is impatient, or is passionate and caring, or is supportive, or respects life?
What can readers infer from the line, live drops of rain? What two things are being compared in the metaphor in this passage? Answer by completing the sentence.
The old man must have stopped our car 24 times to climb out and gather into his hands the small toads blinded by our lights and leaping live drops of rain.
Rewrite these lines from the poem by changing the metaphor to a simile.
So remember that a simile uses like or as, and a metaphor compares just, it says that one thing is the other.
Choose the correct inference for each excerpt from the poem. Be sure to look at both pages.
So the small toads blinded by our lights, the toads are blinded by the car lights. They can't see at night, or they're swimming in the road. You can't save them all. What does that mean?
Read this excerpt from the poem, then make an inference about what the man means when he says they have places to go to too,